Welcome to our online class of the Yogi Perogi. I'm Koa. This is Amy, Annalise, and Ruth. They'll be joining me today. I'm going to take you through a gentle flow. So if you need some music, go ahead and pop some on and just listen to your body and enjoy. Let's start in a child's pose. So bring the big toes together, knees out wide, and relax yourself all the way down, bringing the head to the mat, maybe rocking the head gently side to side, and take a few nice cleansing breaths. Every exhale you take, let the hips settle down onto the heels a little more. Maybe walk those arms out a little further. Feeling the body soften into the mat a little more and letting the mind start to relax as well. Now you can stay here, maybe walk the hands over to the right side, getting a nice side body stretch through the left side. And then we'll gently start to bring ourselves over to the opposite side. Now feeling that nice stretch through that right side of your body. And then begin to bring yourself back to your center. We're going to lift up into a tabletop position. Keep the knees under the hips, spread those fingers nice and wide, and let's just give the wrists some love, rocking around in some circles. And then rock around the opposite direction. And coming back to neutral, we'll find our cat-cows. So inhale, lift the tailbone in the chest, maybe gaze up. And exhale, round it all in. Just moving with your breath, feel free to close your eyes, letting the breath and the body just work together here. Might feel nice to add a little sway to your hips and your shoulders, just getting the whole body kind of moving. We'll take about 3 more breaths here. And then we'll slowly make ourselves into a seat. So go ahead and cross the legs if that feels comfortable, or just the legs in any position. Working more on our side body, let's reach that right arm up towards the sky and over towards the left. Really opening the chest up. You can send your gaze where your neck feels best. Next inhale, we'll come back to center. You can place that right hand down, left arm will reach up and then over to that right side. And coming back up to center, we'll find a twist here. So bring that left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Sit really tall, pull that low belly in. Maybe gaze towards that left shoulder. And slowly bring your eyes back to center, and we'll twist to the opposite side. Right hand behind you, left hand to that right knee. And bring your eyes back to center. We're going to work our way back into a tabletop position. Just adding a little bit more here, our bird dog. You'll extend that right leg back behind you. Toes can stay on the mat or lift the leg up. Maybe left hand comes in front. You can stay on the fingertips or reach forward. Breathing here. Feeling really strong through both of your arms and your legs. 2 more breaths. And then gently set that left hand and that right knee down, and we'll switch sides. So left leg comes back behind you. Maybe right hand reaches forward. Finding your balance, maintaining the breath. And we'll set that right hand down, that left knee down. Let's find 5 rounds of cat-cow again. Inhaling, feeling everything open in the front. And exhale, rounding it in, stretching the back. 4 more with your own breath. Nice. Now let's bring that right foot in between the hands for a little runner's lunge. Take your time to tuck the back toes, scoot that back knee back. And you can stay here if this is enough, or maybe take a little twist. Left hand stays down, right hand to your knee, or reach it all the way to the sky. And then next exhale, we'll bring that right hand on the inside of our right foot, finding a lizard pose. Maybe scoot that foot out a little wider. Toes can go 45 degrees. And you can stretch here for about 5 breaths. If you want to come down onto your forearms, feel welcome to do that. And we'll plant our hands and take that right leg back behind us. You can extend it back behind you and then cross it over that left foot. So your toes will come down onto the mat, and then look towards those right toes. Pull that belly in so you get a bigger stretch through that right side of your body. And then we'll come back to our center. Let's bring that left foot in between those hands here for a runner's lunge. Maybe tuck those back toes and scoot that right knee back, and then either staying here, or if you're craving a twist, right hand stays down, left hand to your knee, or reach all the way to the sky. Still feeling strong through that right arm. And then we'll exhale that left hand down on the inside of that left foot. Scoot it out a little wider if you need. And just relax here for a little bit. Again, you can come down onto your forearms, but not forcing anything. And we'll come back up onto those hands, back into our tabletop for a moment, and then we'll extend that left leg back and over across that right foot and look at those left toes. Let's come back to our tabletop, and then with control, we'll come all the way down onto our bellies for a Sphinx pose. So the elbows are right underneath the shoulders, forearms are down. Imagine you could drag yourself forward. We'll take a nice inhale here, rolling the shoulders away from the ears. With your exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, and exhale, look over the left shoulder. And you can continue to do that side to side. When you look to the right, maybe you dip the left shoulder down a little bit. And inhaling back to center, and then looking over the left shoulder, maybe dipping that right shoulder down. We'll do it one more time on either side. Coming back to center, we'll bring our hands by our shoulders, maybe a little past our shoulders for some cobras. So relax the head on the mat. With your inhale, lift the head and the chest up. Exhale, drag yourself forward and down. And we'll do this 4 more times, still creating length as you lift. And feel that release as you lower. Gently strengthening that low back. Nice, and we can release those hands under the forehead, relax the forehead down. Bring those heels towards your bottom and just rock those legs side to side. Let those feet come back down to the mat. We'll bring our hands under our shoulders, just moving into another child's pose. If the back feels sensitive, keep the knees closer together. Arms are always welcome to relax by your sides if the shoulders are feeling a little sensitive. And just breathe here for 5 nice breaths. We're going to start to bring ourselves up. You can tuck the toes, maybe lift the hips, just for a quick down dog to transition, bringing those feet all the way to the top of the mat. For a nice ragdoll forward fold, you're welcome to relax the head down, grab opposite elbows, sway gently side to side. And then release any grip you have with your hands and just start to walk those hands up the legs. Head's the last thing to come all the way up. Eyes are gently open. Coming into your mountain pose, maybe big toes touch. Slight bend in your knees. Relax the shoulders back and down. Feeling the soft strength throughout your body. And then we'll flow a little bit here. Inhale, reach the arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine. With your exhale, step that left foot back, runner's lunge again. Drop that back knee down. Now again, you can stay here, bring those hands to your knees. If you want a little more, arms can reach up. It might generate a little more heat here. Relax the shoulders. With control, just leaning the hips a little more forward. Lift the chest a little higher. Next exhale, we'll drop our hands down, tuck those back toes. We'll step our way up to the top again. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Feel strong through your legs. Feel that power again. And exhale, hands to your heart. And let's do the other side. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step that right foot back. Drop that right knee down. And once you feel settled, hands can come to your knee if you want, or reach those arms up again. And we're not just dumping into the hips. You still feel a slight bit of control here, easing into it. Next, exhale, drop those hands down, tuck those back toes, step it up to the top, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to your heart. All right, ground into your right foot. Take that left foot back behind you. Might take a couple steps for your warrior one. So again, you can reach those arms up if you want, or keep your hands at heart center. Feeling strong through both legs, soften the face. Just one more breath. Let's bring our hands behind our back. Interlace those fingers. Inhale, lift the chest. Find your humble warrior. Start to reach your chest forward, right shoulder down on right knee. Keep that left shoulder level with it. Maybe those arms come up and over. You can keep looking at your right big toe. Unless you want to challenge your balance a little bit, look at that back foot. Gently release the grip with your hands, planting them on the mat. And we'll step that left foot up to meet the right foot. Inhale halfway, bend your knees if you need to. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Grounding into that left foot, we'll step that right foot back behind us. Take your time to find your warrior one here. Hips are squared towards the front. Again, feeling solid between both legs. And then we'll interlace those hands behind our back, maybe abnormal way, different thumb on top. Feel that chest lift with your inhale, and exhale, humble warrior here, left shoulder down to left knee. Take your time to find that balance and find that stretch. And then we'll gently release those hands down to the mat. Step that right foot up to meet the left foot. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms all the way up. And exhale, hands to your hips this time. We'll place our hands on our low back. Feeling solid between those legs. Inhale, lift the chest up. With your exhale and with core control, press the hips forward. You can keep your gaze forward unless it feels good to look up. You don't even have to move the head unless you'd like to take that head back behind you. Keep breathing deeply. And with your exhale, gently come back to neutral. Nice. We're going to take a big step back with that right foot. Nice. And you're going to take those right toes towards the back of your mat. We'll find a triangle pose, so your legs don't have to be too wide. Arms are going to go nice and parallel to the floor, and then hinge at your hips. Reach towards that right big toe, maybe stacking those shoulders. And it's not about touching the floor, so as long as you feel that stretch through that left side body, enjoy. Keep rotating that left hip up towards the sky, right hip towards that wall in front of you. And then feeling strong through your legs, lift all the way up, and we'll pivot on our feet. And then reach towards that left foot, stacking the shoulders here. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands to your hips for a little rest. Let's pivot those right toes towards the back of the mat again. Take your feet out a little wider. Let's find a side angle. So nice bend through that right leg. Right elbow can come down on that right knee. Left arm can reach up, or for a really good side body stretch, reach up and over, palm faces down. If you're feeling open enough and it feels gentle, you can always bring that right hand down to the mat. Just feel long through that spine. And then we'll bring ourselves all the way up, straighten that front leg, and let's find it on the other side. Left toes facing towards the front, left elbow to left knee, right arm might reach up or up and over. And let's make our way back up. Hands to your hips. Adjust your feet towards the wall in front of you. Nice. And then we're going to take our toes out, heels in, finding a little seat here. So go ahead and squat the hips down. Knees are tracking right towards those toes. We'll bring our hands to our knees, finding a little twist here. So you're going to drop that left shoulder down towards that right knee. Open the body up. Nice. And then inhale back to center and exhale, twist towards the opposite way. Just letting the torso and the shoulders move, so legs are solid. Finding again that gentle strength here. We'll go one more time either side. Nice, coming back to center. Let's straighten our legs, reach your arms up, adjust your toes towards the wall in front of you, and exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees if you need to. Maybe add a little sway side to side, let the head relax. Nice, and we're gonna walk our hands all the way towards that left foot, coming into a runner's lunge here again. So that foot's in between the hands, and we'll stretch out our quad a little more. Let's just bring our hands to our left knee, relax the shoulders, and lunge a little deeper into it. Soften your gaze, again, just letting the body take you where it needs to go with the breath. And then we'll place our hands down. We're just going to switch out our legs. So bring that right knee back and step that left knee back, right foot forward. There we go. Bring those hands to your knee. And then start to lean into this a little more, opening up those hip flexors, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. And start to place those hands down. We'll step that right knee back. And let's find our cat-cows again. Opening the body with your inhale and rounding it in with your exhale. Three more rounds of breath. Maybe they're a little deeper and longer. After this last round, we'll make our way into a seat again. We're going to take our hands to our shoulders. You can feel those muscles that you've built up here, and start to just rotate those arms around in circles. Still standing or sitting really tall here. And go the opposite direction a few times. Nice. We'll find some eagle arms. So that right arm is going to reach forward. Left arm might wrap around and underneath. If this is too much, just give yourself a hug with that right elbow on top. Hands away from your face, relax the shoulders down. And then maybe lift the elbows a little bit to feel a bigger stretch through those shoulders. Keep the jaw soft. Maybe close the eyes, enjoying the sensations here. And then we'll unwind those arms. You can relax the hands on your knees here and just do some shoulder shrugs. Hopefully feeling a little more space through those shoulders now. And then we'll take that left arm forward. Right arm will bind underneath. Maybe this side you just need a hug here. Hands away from the face. Shoulders relax, lift those elbows slightly and just breathe. And we'll unwind our arms. Those shoulder shrugs will probably feel really good again, feeling even longer through your neck. And from here, we'll extend those legs forward. Let's find a passive forward fold, so you can let the feet relax and just round yourself forward, getting all of the space in between those vertebrae here. Sometimes it feels good to add a sway side to side. You might notice one side of your low back is a little tighter than the other. We'll roll ourselves up one vertebrae at a time. This time finding a more active forward fold. So flex the toes towards your face. It's okay if there's a bend in your knees. I'd like you to reach the chest as far forward as you can. And once you feel that stretch in your low back or your hamstrings, just relax here. It doesn't matter if you can touch your toes. Remember, every exhale will help you release a little more. And these forward folds are just so great to help you get out of that fight or flight nervous system into that rest and digest. And we're going to come out of this the same way we went in. So maybe walk the hands up the legs, coming up, hinging from the hips. We'll keep that left leg extended. Bring that right foot to that inner thigh. You can always place something under your knee if this bothers you. Sitting really tall and kind of squaring the body over that left leg. We'll do the same thing. Hinge from the hips, reach the chest forward. Maybe keeping those left toes flexed. And then lifting ourselves back up. Take a moment with this nice tall spine, and then we're going to twist again. Right hand comes back behind you, left hand to that right knee. Keep flexing those left toes. Every inhale, you grow a little taller. Every exhale, you might twist a little further. And exhale, bring your gaze back. And untwist the body, and we'll switch it out. And then squaring that chest over this leg, start to walk yourself forward. And then bringing your body back up. Take a moment here just to stabilize the spine, and then when you're ready, we'll start to twist. Left hand behind you, right hand to that left knee. Keep flexing those right toes. And we'll start to turn ourselves back to neutral. You can extend that left foot if you want. Maybe wiggle those toes, rotate those legs in and out. And we'll bring ourselves onto our back. If your low back is kind of sensitive, keep your feet planted. If you want to release your legs all the way down, you can. Maybe you rock those knees gently side to side if the feet are planted, taking a moment here for your low back to release a little more. And we'll come into a butterfly here on our back. So bottoms of the feet touch, knees go wide. Maybe bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, just to feel that sensation of your breath. Close your eyes, soften your jaw. Let the shoulders release towards the floor a little more. You can bring your hands to either side of your thighs. Let the knees come back towards each other. And then we're going to find a spinal twist. So you can take your arms out wide or into a field goal position and let the knees drop to the right side. The closer you hug those knees to your torso, the more intense of a twist you're going to feel. So just be aware. Maybe gently turning your head towards that left shoulder. And then we'll start to bring those knees back to center. If you need a moment in between, just take a breath or two. And we'll start to bring those knees over to the left side, maybe gazing over that right shoulder. Bring those legs back to center. Just take a moment with your feet on the mat. You can stretch your arms overhead if that feels good, or keep them by your sides. Maybe rocking your pelvis just a little bit, releasing that low back a little more. And we'll take those legs all the way down onto the mat if that feels okay. Finding a little banana shape with our body. Arms can reach overhead if that feels good on your back. Take the ankles over, or the heels over towards the bottom right side of your mat, and the head and shoulders will go to the top right side of your mat. So you get a nice side stretch through that left side. Really feeling that left rib cage expand with your breath. If you need a little deeper stretch, bring that left ankle on top of your right ankle. We'll begin to bring ourselves back to neutral. And when you feel ready, we'll walk the head and shoulders to the top left corner, and those ankles go towards the bottom left. At any point, if you need a deeper stretch, that right ankle is going to cross over the left. And start to bring yourself back to that center. Maybe stretch the body how you would when you wake up in the morning. If you want to bring those knees towards your chest and give yourself a little hug, you're welcome to do that as well. And then you're going to make your way onto your back completely for your final relaxation. I'm going to guide you through a little meditation to help you relax the best you can. Let's all take a deep inhale in. Part the lips and let it all go. And then bring your awareness to the top of your head. Noticing all the sensations in and around that area and feeling this softness, this relaxation start to move down the face. The forehead's relaxed, the eyebrows are relaxed. Your eyelids are like little blankets over your eyes. You feel the cheeks relax. Just noticing your breath coming in and out through your nose. You might notice sounds around you, but you're not focusing too much on anything here. Release the tension in your jaw and your tongue. And bring your awareness into your neck and your shoulders, allowing them to get a little heavier. And feeling this relaxation move down your arms, into your wrists, your hands, and each one of your fingers and your thumbs. And slowly bring your awareness to your torso. Feeling the sensation of your back relaxed on the mat. And that gentle rise and fall in your chest and your belly as you breathe. Your hips and your pelvis get more relaxed here. And that sensation moves down your legs, into your ankles, your feet, and each one of your toes. Feeling this deep relaxation throughout and around your body and your mind. Then we'll slowly bring some awareness from the bottoms of the feet through the ankles and the legs, into the hips and the pelvis, through your torso, through the hands and the arms and the shoulders, up to the neck, throughout your face, and all the way to the top of your head. Maybe start to deepen your breath a little bit, and your body might crave little movements starting with your fingers and your toes. Maybe larger movements with your wrists and your ankles. And feel free to stretch the arms overhead, point the toes. Maybe bring those knees into your chest and roll to your right side for a few more moments in your practice. We'll bring ourselves into a comfortable seat, sealing our practice with our hands together at heart center or Anjali Mudra, and I thank you for joining us today. Thank you, ladies. Namaste. Namaste.